Namaste everyone, welcome back to Dr. Pai's Astrology channel. Today we have Vanita ji from VL Astrology. Namaste Vanita ji, welcome back to our
Namaste so
channel.
much. How are you, Nav? How are you doing, Navjeet ji?
Pretty good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me over on your channel.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited to learn today about the transit of Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. So I'm excited for that. So please take
So am
over.
I. So am I. It's a really great transit, as you know, that it has already happened last year, in the month of April. And it is going to be taking place twice this year because it is going to be back and forth. So it is an important transit for that reason also. And of course, it is because it is in the Pisces sign, the last sign of the natural zodiac. And after 30 years, Saturn is going to be re-entering the Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. And I'm going to be sharing many insights, I would say, or things that you need to focus on. They are the nitty-gritties that we have to get into if we are talking about a particular transit like Saturn's transit, such a huge transit. So it is happening from the Jan 20th this year till the May 17th. So I will be covering this much. Then October onwards, I will be doing a separate video on the same because the themes are very different because the degrees are different, the Navmanshas are different, and I'm going to be incorporating something else also apart from that. As you know, every time I do that, something, that flavor, real astrology flavor has to be there. So this is a very important one. Why? Because it is going to be in its own nakshatra. Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra is associated with the themes of wisdom, sacrifice, Pisces sign nakshatra, the last nakshatra. Then this is the last nakshatra, as in it's Saturn's last nakshatra and the last sign. So themes of wisdom, sacrifice, detachment. I've done a long video on the same also, but I'll be touching upon a little bit on Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra also, which is actually the Swasthana, that is the self nakshatra, which makes it more deep, mature, and outcome oriented nakshatra. So when we talk about a nakshatra, we have to break it into parts. First of all, Saturn in Pisces, the ruler is Jupiter. So the theme would be Saturn, Jupiter, first of all. Then it will be moving into the Navmanshas, four Navmansha, Leo, Virgo, then we have Libra and Scorpio. So four padas, okay? So the theme will be different. Then I will be telling you what the blunder astrologers have done. I have got a feedback today itself, and then I changed the whole video today because I was just confining myself to Navmansha Navjeet. So now they are mixing Navmansha and Sublord together.
Oh.
Can you believe that? So when we talk about Sublord start from Saturn to Jupiter, like all the way. Saturn, Mercury, Saturn, Ketu, Saturn, Venus, Saturn, Sun, Saturn, Moon, Saturn, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, Saturn, Jupiter. So they are divided into 9 parts. But here it is not, it is only Navmansha which is going to take care of 4 padas. So can you see the difference? I will be sharing that today, that what exactly is happening when you're mixing the two. Okay. So I will be also telling you that in the Pisces sign, Venus exalts. So how can we ignore Venus's condition? So when we talk about this Saturn transiting through Pisces, Jupiter's rulership, again, there is a difference now. Till March, Jupiter is in Gemini is retrograde. So Meena, that is Pisces, is ruled by Jupiter, and Saturn traveling here creates a slow but karmic restructuring of Pisces lenses, spiritual meaning, emotional boundaries, psychological integration, and closure of old cycles. So discipline means dissolving identity. That is what is Saturn in this sign. Saturn wants structure. Pisces wants letting go. That is why it is the last sign. So when the result manifests as structured surrender. Now, Jupiter is going to be in Gemini all through when Saturn is going to be in this Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra. Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, during which, the it creates internalized wisdom, delayed, reward, and also revision of previously held beliefs and structures. Now, Saturn working with the retrograde Jupiter energy, especially in a water and philosophical sign like Pisces, could emphasize reevaluation of moral frameworks, reassessment of spiritual meaning to life events, and the karmic rewrite of ambitions versus dharma. So Saturn's transit through its own nakshatra in the sign of spiritual dissolution, that is Pisces, under a retrograde Jupiter invites structured release, not mere slow karma, but a redefinition of what one lets go and what one holds onto. So that is why it is a psychological recalibration and not just discipline or burden, but discipline surrender. Okay. Now, here Venus exalts. And Rahu is in the previous sign, which is ruled by Saturn. Okay. That's also a very important theme, which I'm going to be discussing. So Venus exalts in Pisces, so Saturn passing through this accentuates Venetian themes of refinement, aesthetic alignment, partnership values, and beauty of structure, even in traditionally fluid context. If Venus is forming a connection with Rahu, which it will be very soon, and then Venus will be transiting Pisces also this year and will be forming a connection with Saturn. So this would be the period when there will be amplification of desire, social charisma, unconventional aesthetics, and aspirational partnership themes, because Rahu intensifies Venetian impulses. So that is also going to be there. But even if we ignore that, we must see what is the Pisces sign doing here, with the Venus's exaltation place when Saturn is there. So it will bring steadiness in relationship. It will bring steadiness. You don't need a relationship which are very superficial. You don't want those kinds of relationships. And beauty is elevated. Inner beauty is elevated, not just the superficiality. So Jupiter's role is that it is revisiting foundational beliefs when it is retrograde, wisdom from past experiences influencing current decisions, and restructuring long-held philosophical ethical framework. Okay, so this is sort of because it is double transit happens when Jupiter and Saturn form a connection, as we all know. Now here it is not a double transit, but whenever Jupiter 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th houses of the natural zodiac are coming together in a way. So what we worked for versus what we believe the work should mean now. So it's a very huge karmic shift, which is like, a very deep psychological meaning which is attached to this. That is dissolution oriented sign. This isn't just slow karma, it is karmic integration. It is where the iceberg beneath the ego meets the ocean of collective psyche. That is the nakshatra of Saturn and Pisces sign. So it is a structured surrender, a rare astrological theme, discipline that allows release, not rigidity, that hinders change. This creates mature inner peace, basically. Okay. So Saturn is not punishing. It is just seeing, what your karma is and how you are sealing it now. Okay. Saturn is moving towards Aries sign. It's Nicha Abhilashi. It is moving towards its sign of debility here. We must not forget that angle also. So not all endings are exits. Some endings are stabilizing also. Saturn, why, debilitates in Aries? Because Aries is ruled by Mars. So he says, just stabilize. Don't be too impulsive. He's giving that kind of an energy to this Mars sign. So when we talk about the letter blessed feet is grounding. That is why Saturn in this nakshatra is about after experience, after suffering. Where will you go? What will you do? So this nakshatra is where karma is not escaped, but absorbed and stabilized. You will learn. You will learn what happened to me. What did I do? What will I do? All these themes, will be playing out. And I've divided into 3 parts because it is going to be in last year also it was there, then this year, then this year twice. So there is a difference. And that is the reason, it is very, very important to know why only once we are discussing that this year it is transiting now. No. So that will be incomplete. Now, Jupiter shows meaning. Saturn seals karma. Moksha without Saturn is imagination. Moksha with Saturn is earned freedom. So calm after storms, stability after loss. Wisdom that does not preach. So that is why it is deep serpent, not aggressive like Ashalesha, by the way. It is not rising like Kundalini, but coiled, resting, integrated. That is the theme of this. Now, 3 times this is going to be 28th April to 3rd October last year. That is 2025, 20th Jan to 17th May 2026, 9th October this year to 8th Feb next year. So this is a repetition and it's not accidental. It is all well planned by the one who's sitting up there. He's already planned everything. So this is where, Saturn re-enters the same nakshatra repeatedly, means the karmic lesson was understood intellectually, but not embodied emotionally. So when Saturn returns to this, test assimilation, remove residue, stabilize the lesson. That is why I already went through this will be the question, why again? Why again? So first pass, that was last year, was awareness. What did you learn? Second pass, that is this time, it is correction. What is it that I can incorporate to make it much better? And third pass, which is from the 9th October onwards, will be the embodiment. Okay. So in the first phase, I'm sure people will complain. Please do write in the comment section. That was the recognition phase. Awareness of limits. How much can you push yourself? I can't carry this anymore. Kind of a theme was playing out. So do check April to October, what happened in 2025. Were you aware of your limits? Were you fatigued? Second pass is this one, which is from Jan to May. So this is restructuring phase. Saturn in its own nakshatras, sublord activation, Jupiter retrograde. Now I must rebuild differently. Okay, because you're recalibrating now. Now boundaries are redrawn. Roles will change. Values will mature. And in October onwards, you will see that is a stabilizing energy. You're feeling, oh, less pain, less drama. It's a very accepting phase. You will accept everything. This is who I am. I'm happy with this. So this is when karma stops repeating. People stop chasing. Peace replaces ambition. That's the difference. You must see 3 phases. All phases can't be the same. It is the same nakshatra it is going to be transiting. How you can categorize the whole phase as the similar one? This is a nakshatra, which is a sthir nakshatra. And it is the nakshatra of liberation while living. So freedom without detachment drama. Okay. Uttara Bhadrapada natives should be very calm during this time because you people know life really well. Okay. And Saturn will teach you silence is strength. Stillness is achievement. Detachment does not mean abandonment. Okay. So when Saturn is here, there will be some emotional numbness during this transit. Noise tolerance drops. Patients might just be, on the verge of leaving you. This might just be the phase. Oh, I must reduce my ambition. I must, just withdraw from this solitude energy, that can be there. Only what is essential deserves the energy now. Now here, long-term planning you can do, legacy work you can do. These are the do's. Teaching, mentoring, healing, professions, research, writing, solitude-based productivity will be there. Hustle culture will not be successful. The ones who are into social media and all that, you will see there will be a slowdown. Shortcut success. No, you'll fail there. People are doing this, on the YouTube. You just watch all the videos. This requires a lot of energy and effort, Navjeet. When you are doing this research, what is happening, what happened, what will happen, there is a lot of research you have to do. And people are doing shortcut. Oh, the Lord of the 10th and the 11th is in the 12th house, and that's it. It's going to be in the nakshatra. These Navamsa also they are failing, doing it correctly. Very sad scene. But it's okay what to do. That's their karma. So let them do it and let Saturn do his own bit. So don't plan anything emotionally, no emotional manipulation, excessive material chasing. Saturn here does not deny success. It denies meaningless success and non-deserving success. So put effort, get it. Saturn will reward you. Now coming to the global impact. How is it going to be impacting globally? Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada will bring fatigue with chaos, decline of sensationalizing, okay, and demand for ethical governance, collapse of hollow ideologies. So old systems dissolve quietly, leaders stepping down silently, spiritual ethical movements gaining ground, less noise, more substance. This is end of cycle correction, not revolution. Okay, revolution will be when it is in Aries. So stop explaining yourself, do less, but do it well. Release roles that exhaust you. Choose dignity over desire. Saturn is Shanai Shanai. So serve without expectation and go slow. Saturn will slow down the process. Take rest. And best remedy here is live simply, responsibly, but truthfully. So no gemstone, no ritual can replace this. Uttara Bhadrapada is where Saturn does not punish you, prepares you for peace and only peace. Now coming to the Navamsa movements. Now I've not given the dates here. I'll just share you, the dates verbally only, and then I'll mention it in the description box also, the dates, so that you can write them down, note them down. So it's going to be in the 4 Navamsa of Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio here. So when we talk about the Leo Navamsa, so this is going to be from Jan 20th to 22nd February. So during this period, in general, which I will be taking you through when I talk about the transits for each sign. So during this period, Saturn's influence is colored by Sun's energy because the ruler of Leo is Sun. So expect a focus on responsibility with creative pursuits, leadership roles, or areas where self-expression is the key. There may be a need to balance ego and humility. Okay. Then Virgo Navamsa from 22nd February till the 21st March. So Saturn in Virgo Navamsa highlights the importance of meticulous planning, attention to detail, and practical application. Communication, analysis, and service-oriented tasks come to the forefront. Challenges might arise from perfectionism or excessive self-criticism. That is the Virgo sign. Okay. Now, the next is the Libra Navamsa. March 21st to April 17th would be Libra Navamsa. So with Venus influencing Saturn. Now here, the role is when it was in Leo, Sun. Virgo, it was Mercury. Now Libra, it will be Venus, and in Scorpio, it will be Mars. Okay. So that we have to see in our personal chart also where our planets are. Suppose we are talking about Libra Navamsa. Do you have any planets in Libra Navamsa? Do you have any planets in Libra D1 chart? See to it. If you have any connectivity of Saturn and Venus in your natal chart, any which ways, this will be bringing about relationship, partnerships, and artistic endeavors, which will be really taking a very important role, playing a very important role in your life right now. So there's a need for balance, fairness, and commitment in these areas. Challenges might involve navigating power dynamics or dealing with issues of self-worth. In Scorpio Navamsa, this transit is happening from April 17th to May 17th. When Saturn is connecting with this Mars here, it brings a focus on transformation because Scorpio is the sign of transformation, intensity, hidden truths. So there might be a need to confront fears, address unresolved issues, and take decisive action now. Challenges can stem from stubbornness, control issues, or suppressed emotions. That's why I always say, when Saturn is in the Navamsas, do check the planets there also. If there are planets, they will also play the theme. And check the condition of Mars if you have Saturn transiting through Scorpio Navamsa, like that. Now, astrologers are mixing two things, which I'm going to be discussing with you today. That is a unique thing about it, which I've talked only once or twice, because, this is something which I generally don't do, because it requires a lot of patience and a lot of time to elaborate for all 12 signs also. But yes, it is important. So I'm going to be sharing this. Saturn's sublord periods will refine understanding to its influence during this transit to the minutest level. Okay. Navamsa is not equal to Nakshatra sublord, first of all. Navamsa is divisional strength map, shows quality, maturity, and dharmic evolution. Changes by degree, not by time. Does not indicate when events trigger. Navamsa answers what is the underlying nature and soul level quality of this transit. But Nakshatra, that is KP stellar method, okay, which is calculated by Vimshutri portion. There are calculations for it. It's based on the duration that has been allocated to each planet, Vimshutri Dasha wise. If it is Venus, it will get the maximum span, okay, because that's a 20 years long Dasha. So it changes by time windows, controls activation, triggering, and manifestation, especially powerful when a planet is in its own nakshatra. Which karma is getting activated now? That is what the sublord theory says. Not what is the underlying nature and soul level quality of this transit, which is the Navamsa. Please note this down. So Navamsa describes the soul of the transit, sublord decides the event of the transit. Okay. So Saturn is the judge, sublords are the officers executing verdicts. Okay. Now, Nakshatra Lord is the judge, that is Saturn. Sublord is execution method. Navamsa is the moral tone. Okay. Saturn never loses control. Results are not chaotic. Even Rahu's sublord does not create madness, only destined redirection, which I'll be sharing the next slide. Now, this transit is not going to be the same all through for that reason only. Now, it is going to be in its own sublord from Jan 20th to Feb 10th. That is Saturn in Saturn's sublord. So focus on discipline, responsibility, and long-term planning during this time. Potential delays or restrictions may be felt. Saturn Mercury, Feb 10 to 26. That is, emphasis is on mainly communication, learning, analytical skills, challenges in expressing ideas or navigating complex information might be there. Now, the next one is Saturn Ketu from Feb 26th to 5th March. Now, see, this is the shortest period because Ketu is 7 years. Mars is 7 years. So that is how it is allocated. Navamsa is a longer gap, longer duration. Can you see, Navji? And they are mixing it with the 9 parts. How can the 4 parts be given the same as the 9 parts? No. So this will be an introversion period, detaching period, because Saturn and Ketu gives a lot of detachment, and I've seen people lose their jobs also during this time. So be careful if at all you are in the Dasha or Antardasha of Saturn Ketu. So this is a little tough period. So Saturn Ketu will be detachment and focus on spiritual pursuits, potential for confusion and feeling of isolation also. Okay. Then is Saturn Venus. Now Saturn Venus is the phase from March 6th to March 24th. This is the longest. Focus on relationships, finances, creative expression, challenges in balancing personal needs with responsibilities. Okay. Next phase is Saturn Sun. Okay, that's the sublord. Now, Saturn Sun is from March 24 to 28, 4 days only. Okay. So the longest was Venus, 6th March to 24th March. Issues related to authority, ego, self-confidence, need to balance ambition with humility. Saturn Moon from 28th March to April 6th. Emotional sensitivity and a focus on domestic matters. Now, this can be a Sadasati-like result. Okay, peak Sadasati-like result. Because Saturn sublord is Moon. Saturn, why? Because Saturn's nakshatra we are discussing. Okay. So nakshatra lord and the sublord. So This can be bringing about focus on domestic matters, potential for mood swings, feeling of insecurity. So we have to do certain remedies to calm down the moon energies during this time. April 6th to April 13th would be Saturn Mars. So increase energy and drive, but also potential for conflict and impulsiveness. Need to channel this energy constructively. Now, Saturn Rahu would be from April 13th to May 1st. Unconventional ideas and experiences, potential for confusion or deception. Okay. Saturn Jupiter would be from May 1st to 17th of May afternoon, New Delhi, India time, because that's the base I take. So this is the time when this is a very beautiful time because it is Jupiter sign, Saturn, and then Jupiter again. So expansion of knowledge, wisdom, and spiritual understanding, and you will get more opportunities for growth and positive transformation. So the last lag is definitely going to be very favorable for you. Okay. So key takeaways from Saturn's transit is Saturn's journey through Uttara Bhadrapada teaches us self-discipline and encourages growth through relationships and transformational experiences. Okay. So Saturn's transit through Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra offers multi-layered journey of self-discipline, service, relationship, and transformation. The Navamsa phases illuminate internal challenges, providing a roadmap for personal growth. Understanding these cycles enhance clarity in navigating life's complexities. So let's move on to the 12 sign readings. Okay. Saturn is in its own nakshatra. It's just transited. Saturn will be transiting through Leo, then will be in Virgo Navamsa, and then will be in Libra Navamsa, and lastly will be in the Scorpio Navamsa. So for Aries natives, Saturn is going to be in the Saturn's nakshatra, and it is already transited through the 12th house from last year, March. So it is purpose versus ego discipline, leadership responsibilities, gain, disciplined, old ambitions get refined, rough edges gets smoothed through methodical effort. Also, Saturn is going to be in the Navamsas, 4 Navamsas of Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So your themes would be 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th houses. Just go back and check 28th April to 7th June and 18th August to 3rd October. How was the theme? You have to check yourself because that time Saturn was in the Leo Navamsa. Now, 20th Jan to 22nd Feb, your focus would be mainly towards kids, children, towards your creativity. This is the time when you will be thinking of your job, profile change, goal setting. You definitely will be detaching yourself from the ego goals. Sudden redirection in your identity, in career might just take place. Okay. Now, when we talk about the Virgo Navamsa, this is the 6th house theme which is going to play out. So go back and see from 7th June to 18th August what happened in 2025. Now, from 22nd February till 21st March, this Saturn is going to be in your 6th house. So this is a good transit, by the way, for you. You will definitely cater to your health. What happened last year, you might just be getting the result now, but it will not be a cure. You might just be, again, running from post to pillars and maybe changing a doctor, or maybe some legal battle was going on last year you started. So now it is not ending. It will end most probably after the October month. October onwards, things are going to get better for you any which ways. And this is like a pure karmic settlement, no negotiation time. Okay. So finish your pending responsibilities, accept delays without resistance, work silently, consistently, and also respect elders during this time. This is the time when you should work on your inner self also. Take care of your health also. Don't take any risky ventures. Don't argue with the authorities during this time. Escape responsibility. Do not try doing that also. Okay. Now, there can be that it is, of course, ego humbling is there. Then it moves into the Libra Navamsa, and that's happening. It did not happen. It is happening for the first time. It didn't happen last year. So 21st March to 17th April, the theme is, if you're unmarried, you will get married. If you're solo, you will find the partner. If at all you're thinking of starting a business, this is a good time to do so as well. And in case you have any pending jobs, you can do that also. Okay. Sudden redirection in career and identity can be felt after April month. Okay. And also then moves into your 8th house, and that is from 17th April to 17th May. Sudden transformative energies will happen. Health issues or anything that you have to deal with will definitely happen. Maybe, you'll reconcile with your partner. There is some mental health issue, or maybe some identity crisis also, we can say, when Saturn is in the 8th house. But you need to take care and focus on your health and on your job, because it is also going to be looking at your 10th house from there in the Navamsa. So this is something which is going to be giving you some kind of stability also. And it is a good time for making some important decisions with practical effort into it. Okay. Now, there are sublot theory that I'm going to be using also. So when Saturn is going to be in Mars's sublot, that is from 6th April to 13th April, a very good window I'm giving you for making important decisions. Don't be discreet, or don't be too silent, or don't be too secret during this time with your tasks. Whatever the ideas you are having, just bring them in the forefront and people will start accepting you. Now, the readings will not be matching with any of other readings for sure, because this is where I'm sharing with you my insights on Navamsa and sublots as well. Okay. So when Saturn is in the sublord of Jupiter, this Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra is in the Jupiter's Nakshatra from 1st May to 17th May. It's a very good window. You can make the best use of your wisdom, and you can travel also during that window. Okay. So if you have any questions regarding your particular event, so you can write in the comment section. I will give you the window when you can perform that particular activity. Okay. If you have to take exam, suppose you have to take an exam, so you can do it in between 10th February to 26th Feb. Okay. So similarly for marriage or for any relationship you want to reconcile or you want to break up or whatever. So you can simply just ask, when should I go in for the litigation, etc. also. So for Taurus natives, this is your 11th house transit. And as you know, Saturn is going to be in the nakshatra of its own. So this will bring about some stability in your life now. Because Saturn is your Yogakara Graha as well. So Saturn's transit in the 11th house is definitely very positive. It will give you financial and personal value restructuring. Patience yields enduring gains, a time of digging deep into what genuinely is worth preserving. So this is a good time period for you guys. And also money and value systems will mature. And especially Venus sublord period, that is from the 5th March to 24th March, will bring about major financial restructuring. I'm not saying that this will be the phase when you will make profits, but this will be the phase when you will start restructuring. Okay, I'm done with my parking of my funds. Now I want to go further on. I want to go ahead. So that kind of a feeling. Also, you must see what is the condition of your Lord of the sublord, that is Venus. That is very important during this phase. In case you have a Venus which is debilitated or is conjunct Rahu or Ketu, then this might just bring about some issues as well. Also, Saturn will be telling you, to 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th houses, any which ways it is going to be playing out the theme for the Navamsa rules that I'm saying. So just go back and see 28th April to 7th June and 28th April to 7th June and 18th August to 3rd October. How did you feel? Was there any, oh, my screen stopped sharing, is it?
No, it's sharing.
Okay, it's shared. Okay, I thought it's paused. It's saying, okay. So when we talk about the Leo Navamsa transit, which happens from the 20th January to 22nd February, So this is the time when you have to go back and see, was there any restructuring or any renovation or relocation that you went through last year? So if you did, now you will get little bit of relief because it was not a settled phase. Last year was quite unsettled kind of a phase that you went through. Then from 7th June to 18th August, how was it? Because this must have given you some issues regarding children related to your related to your romance. Maybe you broke away from your partner, so that kind of a theme must have played out. Now it's the time from 22nd February to 21st March. There can be some reconciliation which can happen, so just see to it that if it is happening, just go for it. Just don't resist. If there is any change in job, go for it. Some restructuring is quite possible. 21st March to 17th April, good time for restructuring your finances, your job. Productivity will increase. Don't get into any kind of litigation. It will be a delayed matter. In case you had it already, you were already having this legal matter. So this will definitely give some kind of relief to you. So this is a reconciliation time also, as I said. And it is a good time for starting a new venture. Maybe you're going to be traveling. So this is a good window. Then we move into 17th April to 17th May. That is when Saturn will be in your 7th house Navamsa. It's like, triggering your 7th house related matters. Maybe you will get married. Maybe there is a business partnership. Or if you were thinking of starting something, so you can start now, but the yield, the results will be only after October month. So have patience. It will not be an instant go. And in case you want to get married, this might just be an engagement and you will get married later. Okay. So this is what is the theme like. And when we talk about the good periods, when it is the sublot theory is different and Navamsa is different. Please do watch the first segment where I've explained it elaborately. What is the difference between the two? So when we talk about the sublots, so Saturn, Mercury is a good window that I'm giving you. 10th Feb to 26th Feb. So this is the time when you will be working through your finances. You'll be working through your relationships well. A good window. 5th March to 24th March, any which ways, is a good time for financial restructuring. And avoid making any emotional decisions between 28th March to 6th April. And if you have any questions, you can ask from me in the comment section. I will respond as to when you should be making important decisions. Okay, coming to the Gemini sign. For Gemini natives, this transit of Saturn is in your 10th house, any which ways it was transiting from last year. And now it is going to be giving you some kind of stability. Maybe because of your communication, because of your wisdom rework, you will definitely be having a philosophical outlook and people will be appreciating now. Stability, it is a stable nakshatra after all. So communication becomes purposeful. There is no fluff. You're going to be really working on your communication skills also. You'll be reevaluating your beliefs and definitely long-term clarity you will get. And when we talk about the legal matters, etc., so you will get that clarity also during this time. It is after all, forming a connection with the Saturn, which is also the 8th lord. So you will get a lot of relief now. And when we talk about the Mercury Jupiter sublot periods, which I'll give you, that will be definitely a good period. But you have to be wiser in making decisions and be more practical. Now, when we talk about the Navamsa, it is going to be transiting, the Saturn is going to be transiting the 4 Navamsa and Uttara Bhadrapada of Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. That is your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. Now, please go back and check what happened from 28th April to 7th June and 18th August to 3rd October. How was this phase? Did you pick up any fight with anyone or any kind of argument during this time that has led to this, the consequences really, bad? And maybe it's gone too far. Maybe a legal battle has taken place, or maybe you had some issues with your neighbors, or there were some travels which made you learn something, but very cumbersome. You learned a lot, no doubt, but very difficult time period you've gone through. And you must have had some issues with the government maybe during this time. Now, when this Saturn is in Leo Navamsa again, that is from the 20th January to 22nd February, is the time for closing of the things that you started. So it is not going to aggravate anymore. But yes, the final solution, the final communication gap that you have will come, or reconciliation will come only after the October month. So be prepared for it. If at all you have to plan your journeys, etc., be cautious during this month, and take each and every step as a baby. So don't just go leaps and bounds, just take it easy. And in case you have to go for any kind of publishing your book or any kind of litigation, etc., or selling of your property, etc., so you have to reread the documents really well. You have to apply for PR, etc., so you can do that as well during this window, but read the documents really well. Saturn in Leo Navamsa, just make sure that when you are signing any document, selling property, or trying to write a book or initiate anything, just make sure that you are revisiting that zone again and refining. Then we talk about Virgo Navamsa from 7th June to 18th of August last year, 2025. You must have relocated, you must have changed certain things in your house, and there is a leakage maybe, or there's a breakage now. So you will feel a little uncomfortable with this transit of Saturn in the 4th house of yours. Saturn in the 4th house transit, like Virgo Navamsa, that is from 22nd Feb to 21st March, is not considered to be that great, because it will give you some issues, some problems related to your, family, mother's health. So you need to take care of that as well. Then it moves into Libra Navamsa from 21st March to 17th April. Now, this is a good window that I'm giving you if you want to get married, if you want to get into a relationship, a stable relationship, and also, just working through your finances. This is a good time. You want to change your job, you can do it also during this period. And lastly, 17th April to 17th May, Saturn is going to be transiting your 6th house Navamsa. 6th house Navamsa is a good Navamsa for, doing things which you have not been able to do from a long time, joining a new job, getting better with your, the relationship with your mentors and your co-workers also. You will be you will be reconsidering a new job also, your profile change also. But this is not a good time for getting into the zone of litigation, loans, etc. You should avoid. And also, this is not a good time for medical issues. You need to take care of your health. But when it comes to a big project, so it is definitely wise to work with priority-based plan to get an outstanding result. You need to be more attentive towards your health, as due to ignorance of your diet, your health might get affected. So that is something you need to work on. Otherwise, it is a good transit for you guys in case you have to do anything related to, 1 second. This thing also froze. Okay. So this is something, which can bring about false allegations. So you have to take care. So you maintain proper conduct and be attentive on the social approach. How you are on your personal front, on your professional front, you may feel burdened with expenses that lead to financial crunch during this time. So park your funds well. Then there is a sublot theory also. So I would suggest, you should make a note of this window if you have to make very important decisions regards to travel, marriage, etc. So if you want to get married, 5th March to 24th March is a good window. And for education purpose or travel purpose, 10th to the 26th Feb is a good window. Okay, avoid 20th Jan to the 10th Feb if you have to make any important decisions. Okay, so that's what. Coming to the next one, that is, I'm so sorry you can't see the screen.
What's
Yeah. So coming to Cancer sign. So for Cancer, this transit of Saturn is going to be in your Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra in the 9th house, and that is its own nakshatra. Philosophy, better financial management. This transit will make you dedicated towards your responsibilities more. Due to clashes of opinion with seniors, you may face a delay in promotion, success, and increment. Hence, be patient and move ahead with a positive approach. You may travel to foreign shores due to work-related responsibility. Also, you will visit pilgrimages during this time, but the whole transit can't be the same. When can we do that? It is going to be in your Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio Navamshas. Now, Leo Navamsha, it is going to be, the Saturn is going to be from 20th Jan to the 22nd February. So just check or recheck how it was when this transit happened last year. So 28th April to 7th June and 18th August to 3rd October. How was this phase? How was your financial crunch? Did you feel that your expenditures grew or your savings depleted, or there was some issue in your partner's health? So go and check and see. There has to be something which has caused some trouble. But during this transit, when Saturn is going to be again visiting this Navamsha from as I said, from 20th Jan to 22nd Feb. So this is the time when you will see improvement in your savings. You will have some secured financial stability. You will feel a little better. You might feel restricted and incapable of giving time to your family though, because Ketu is also there. It's going to be all through here. So this might just give you some kind of issues related to your family matters. There will be a demand for you to be attentive towards your family relationships rather than arguing over little things. So here it will give you some reserved kind of a personality, detached from the people around you. With the authorities also, you can have some issues and clashes. So you need to be more focused on your relationship with others. Be mature, be sensible, and eat right, because it is the second house. So you need to have good, healthy diet also during this time. Then from the 22nd February, now go back to 7th June to 18th August. How was it? And compare it with the current phase of 22nd February till the 21st of March. How is it? You must have had some issues regards to your neighbors, siblings, or maybe some decisions which were maybe made in impulse, maybe some PR, visa, etc. You did wrong application or something. So that is something you're start writing your thoughts. That kind of a phase has come now. So this is the time when you will get clarity also in case you have to express your feelings. You will become introverted though, but it will give you that kind of strategist approach also. You will be able to plan everything. You will be maybe, get into the zone of talks with your neighbors or friends or family or your siblings. Okay, I didn't do it well previously. Now you will learn. But ultimately, you will get the positive response from others by the October onwards. You will get that kind of a response. And you might face delays in getting your work-related travels, etc. There may be, PR, visa, etc. You might just have to refine everything well and redo everything really well. You plan and strategize everything, and this will be fruitful. Last, yeah.
No, I'm listening.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then there will be Saturn's ingress in Libra Navamsha from the 21st March to the 17th April. So 4th house role. So you will get expected success related to property. Relocation can happen. So in case you have to plan everything well, and there can be some delays in getting what you deserve because it's the 4th house of yours. So it is sort of a Kantaka Shani. So you need to focus more on system and, workplace. You have to work harder now. This is going to give you the results as per your efforts. So if more the efforts, the better it gets. And you will see a new progress in your career also, which may cause more of stress also. Work is definitely going to be too taxing for you. Relationship challenges would demand more effort to stabilize matters, as any which way it's a Libra sign. So clashes of opinions and thoughts may create misunderstandings in relationship. You need to let go. Then only you will be able to get what you want. And definitely you have to be determined, disciplined. That is the Saturn's keys. and you will get the success in your personal and professional life. Then in Scorpio Navamsa, it is going to be from 17th April to the 17th May, the last Navamsa in this nakshatra. So you will be having a practical approach towards, and a positive approach towards, your professional front also, and on your relationship front also. So the key to success at the workplace is to enhance your skills, make major changes, because this transit will give you good results only if you are working on yourself also. Okay, so don't enjoy small achievements, look for bigger ones. That is what the Saturn says. So work longer hours, work more, and enhance yourself, so you will definitely be better off. Be more caring and loving towards your partner. You may feel insecure about your relationship during this time, but with a direct and a healthy conversation, you will be able to come out of the confusion that you are having. And maybe any ex relationship can trigger as well between 17th April to 17th May. And now I'm going to be discussing sublot, like what windows would be preferable for making important decisions. Saturn would be from 20th Jan to 10th of Feb. I would suggest that this is not a good window for making important decisions. You might just be very emotional. Any kind of surgical process also should be avoided. And travel 10th to the 26th Feb, good dates. And as regards to spiritual pursuits, if you want to go for sadhana or something, 26th Feb to 5th March is a good window. For marriage, etc., 5th March to 24th March, very good. Dating, proposing, all that can happen. 1st May to 17th May is also a good window for acquiring more knowledge, upskilling yourself. Okay. And if you want to know anything, you can write in the comment section. Do hear the summary part. In the beginning part, I've mentioned everything extensively. Please do watch it. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. Now for Leo, this is the 8th house transit, which is happening in your chart since the last one here. But Saturn's ingress in the 8th house has given you a lot of pressure. Wherever Saturn sits, it's pressurizing, and it's looking also somewhere. So it is pressurized, and it is going to be in its own nakshatra. And Saturn and Sun, they don't get along well, as you all know. So try to be more compatible with your co-workers and with your seniors also, because the kind of recognition, appreciation that you're expecting, you will not get at the workplace. So you need to be a little careful when this Saturn is going to be in its own nakshatra also. You may need to take decisions which won't be easy for you. You may not see a second good time to relationship, and may face challenges in financial management also. But all these will make you realize the value of people and the principle of hard work in life. So this transit will incline you towards health, lifestyle, how I can study more, how I can enhance myself more. So this is a very positive thing which is happening. In case you have to reconcile with your partner or relationship-wise, so this is a good window. Now, it is going to be in your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Navamsas also, because the whole transit cannot be the same. So we divide it into 4 parts. So as regards to the 1st house transit, when it is going to be, just go back and see 28th April to 7th June last year, and 18th August to 3rd October last year. What all did you experience? I think you must have faced a lot during that time period. In regards to your own identity crisis, we say, lot of hard work, zero results. It is zero at that time. But when it is going to be here again, this will boost your self-confidence for sure. The confidence actually went for a toss. Now, 20th January to 22nd Feb, you will get some good news for sure. It is also the position when you will actually, self-examine yourself. What are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? Don't feel bogged down by the situation. If you're strong enough, I can assure you things will fall in place for sure. Now you need to meditate more, replace your, thought process from negative to positive, and also introspection time. This will give you some kind of peace and clarity also. Then it moves into your 2nd house, Navamsa Virgo. That is happening from the 22nd Feb to the 21st March. Now, please go back again and check from 7th June to 18th August what was going on. So this might have depleted your savings, or you were focused more on your finances. You were concerned. You must have felt, why this kind of feeling, of insecurity all the time? Did I make any wrong decision in life? So all that you must have felt. So, and you are not even if you're with your family, you would have been detached from your family. You would have not focused on their well-being. You would have not focused on the relationship. You were not nurturing kinds at that time. Now what will happen, there will be a demand for that. Your family members will say, you have not focused on us, now you need to focus on us. So this is a knee jerk, not a knee jerk kind of a thing, but it is definitely a very heavy phase for you, where you will get to know, okay, I need to work on my health, on my fitness, on my relationship, on my finances also. Okay, because it is food, family, finance, second house. So you will be focused on these three. If you want, because Saturn is now in its own nakshatra and it's revisiting time, so don't be self-critical. Maybe there's a sidekick that you start off, making money. So that is also a good thing which is going to happen. So just make the best use of this window and utilize it for enhancing and uplifting your family values also, and your maybe you will just start a business, family business also. Then from 21st March to the 17th April, Saturn is going to be in your third house. Now, third houses start writing your thoughts to get clarity while taking decisions on different fronts of your life. In this position, your mind will be, like more expressive, or expressive inwards, in fact. When it's Saturn, you are going to be very mature. You're going to be very sensible in whatever you will speak, whatever you will convey. People will listen to you. People will have that, they'll be glued. And you can be a motivational speaker during this time. You will just guide others well. And it is a good time for sharing, if you're a consultant, it is a very good time for strategy planning. Also, maybe you're going to be some kind of writing skills you're going to be enhancing. But this transit will give you that kind of detachment from your siblings, your family members, maybe, because you're overworked, you're productive, when you can't just satisfy everyone. So maybe you're making yourself happy by studying and you're not giving time to your family, but that's okay, because it is not a rigid approach that you have to go in for. So you just be flexible and you will see that things are going to be falling in place. Also, if you have to sell off your property, etc., so you can do that during this time period. Also, you might face delays in your success. So don't give up on this, because it's a slow process. Then lastly, from 17th April to 17th of May, this Saturn will be in your fourth house. Fourth house transit is little uneasy kind of a transit. In the fourth house, Navamsa, I'm saying. So Scorpio is in your fourth house. So it can be like a Kantaka Shani. So you need to take care of your family. You need to take care of your mother's health. Property related matters might be back and forth. You would sign some documents. Again, you have to re-sign them. So you're feeling little uneasy on the ground level to give a strong foundation to your future. So you have to work extra mile there. But there will be a delay in getting what you deserve. So be prepared for that also. You need to come out of your comfort zone when Saturn is in the fourth house and looking at your first also, if we talk about the Navamsa. So with a lot of effort and hard work, your progress will be seen by others. You'll be acknowledged at the workplace also. Relationship challenges could demand more to stabilize the matters. Clashes of opinions may be there. Misunderstandings can be there. So you need to let go, and things will definitely be positive for you. Also, sublord theory, which is we cannot intermingle with the Navamsa, as I've been repeating this. So when we talk about the Saturn's Navamsa, Saturn's nakshatra, sorry. So there are 9 periods that the Saturn will be touching upon. So when you have to make any decisions regards to your finances, 10th Feb to 26th Feb is a good window. Okay, just take care of your money during this time and not other people's money. I hope you can understand that. 5th March to 24th March is a good window for short journeys, for joining a new job, or if you have to start a new business. Okay, you can do that. And with the 6th April to 13th April, now this is a good time for upskilling yourself. Read something, learn something, a new skill, add it. Okay, and 1st May to 17th May, just take care of your health. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. For Virgo, Saturn has been transiting since last year in your seventh house. And seventh house theme has been really, heavy for you guys because, it is given you a lot of distress in relationship, or maybe the partner becomes very detached. Partner is matured and sensible, but you're not able to digest certain things that, oh, why the, relationship is not the way I want. So it is good for your professional career wise also, and also business relationship wise. It's a good transit. But at the same time, when we talk about this transit again, which is happening in the Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, so you will require those people back in your life you have broken away with. So this is a revisiting time. So just try to reconcile with those people that you could not get into a good relationship, chemistry, and bonding. Okay. So this is going to be giving you long distance relationship also with your partner, in relationship, etc. You will be tested and tried as well, but still it is definitely a much better window that we are heading to. Now the whole transit can't be the same. So when we talk about Saturn's nakshatra, there are 4 navmansha, 4 padas it's going to be transiting through. That is your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses, navmanshas. Okay. So when it is going to be in the navmansha of Leo, your 12th house, so that is happening between the 20th of Jan to the 22nd of Feb. Now, I would like to request you to go back and see what all happened between 28th April to 7th June. What happened between 18th August to 3rd October, when this transit already took place in the 12th house. So you must have felt that you're determined to do things, but you're not getting the results. Okay. You are inclined towards spirituality, but others are not letting you get immersed into spirituality. There will be something, you sit for meditation, something happens and you're not able to. You're planning from a long time to go for a retreat or maybe, pilgrimage or something, or a foreign land, but you're not able to. Something is blocking. That blockage is because Ketu is already there and Saturn also transited. So now when this transit happens again, now you have to tell me whether this happened or not. Something or the other, expenditures rose and, you just could not get along well with your own people. You were in isolation zone. You wanted to, but you could not. So that kind of a feeling is also now going to revisit again from 20th Jan to 22nd Feb. But there will be clarity in your thoughts and firm determination in your words during the next 1 month's time, approximately. You will be inclined towards spirituality and you will find peace in helping the underprivileged. That's the best thing that you can do rather than sitting in meditation. Join an NGO or join a firm where you can, just contribute something. Or it could be a hospital or somebody who's suffering. You can just adopt that person or child or old age, parent kind, parent-child relationship you can develop and you can help. So that kind of a remedy will work for you. So this inclination will also help you realize your own weakness and your own strength. Okay. So this is a good time for foreign deals. In case you have been having a lot of expenditures, now you'll be able to plug them. And any kind of unwanted fear or uncalled for practices, you did not expect, might just bring in some positive news towards positivity. Okay, so this is definitely a good window that you're entering. And then 22nd February to 21st March, Saturn is going to be in Virgo Navmansha, your first house Navmansha. Now, please go back from 7th June to the 18th August. What happened? Now, you were putting effort, but no results, no acknowledgement. People were not even agreeing upon the slightest of the mistake, the slightest of the idea that you were giving. Only mistakes were pinpointed. So you felt very uneasy during that time. Your confidence just went for a toss. So now with this transit of Saturn in your first Navmansha during this window, it is definitely very positive for you because now you will gain that confidence back. It will boost those energies and your honest efforts will be paid back. This is a payback time. People will understand you, though there is a difference now. From October onwards, things will start looking much, much, much better. Whatever you have been experiencing, now you will be getting the results during that time. because it is going to be, I think, coming back to Scorpio Navamsa only. Okay. But still, it's going to be much better. Okay. So now this will boost your confidence in case you were feeling that you lack certain things. Now you will, maybe you've upgraded yourself. You're in that zone where the negative thoughts are totally going to vanish. So it's a good window, and you will be eating healthy, you'll be sleeping on time, etc. All that routine also you'll be following. 21st March to 17th April is the time when your second house gets activated. This is a very positive time, food, family, finances. I always say you should take care of all these areas, plug those expenses, focus on your diet, routine, financial stability, a sidekick, maybe if you want to start something new. Take care of your relationship, though, with your partner, with your spouse, because it can bring about some health issues to your partner or some detaching energies with your partner also. But you will definitely be connected with your family. You'll be working through your finances. So this is a good window that you're entering. Lastly, Saturn will be in the Scorpio Navamsa, which is from the 17th April till the 17th May. For a good 1 month. Now, this is the time when you have to make decisions based on your mental intellect. So just don't follow the gut. This is the time when you have to think from here, not from here. So that is when you will get the results. If you think that, I'll just go ahead, I got this omen, good omen, I'll do it. No, don't do it. It is not going to help you. Maybe there is something fishy, something wrong, which is going to happen. So that's the time when you have to plan, you have to strategize things, and your plan will fall in place. There can be some challenges that you can go through or experience in your relationship. So just be careful about that. Otherwise, this is a good transit for signing any papers, legal battles, if you want to get into or you want to resolve. So this is a good time. Okay. And now coming to the sublot theory, because there are 9 sublaws that this Saturn is going to be transiting: Saturn, Mercury, Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, and Jupiter. So when we talk about good windows, so if you have to make any changes, learn more, travel, join a job, 10th Feb to 26th Feb is a good date. 20th Jan to 10th Feb, avoid. 10th Feb to 26th February, a good window to do anything auspicious, any important decisions if you have to make. Avoid 26th February to 5th of March. This might just create some issues in your relationship and your finances also. Good windows, another good window is 5th March to 24th March. Good for travels, good for finances, good for relationship. So use it well. 13th April to 1st of May, lot of confusion, maybe some litigation, loan or debt, or your health. You have to focus more on these areas. Don't get into any kind of litigation during this time. 1st May to 17th May, any which ways is a good time period for investments, for travels, for joining a new job, and also purchasing of property if you have to. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Libra. So for Libra, this transit of Saturn is going to be in your 6th house, any which ways it's happening since the last year. So it's a good transit for you because 6th house transit, 3rd house transit, 10th house transit, 11th house transit is considered to be good. You may come out of the loan or debts during this period, and you will realize the value of savings now. You will face delays in getting expected results at the workplace, but patience pays. So be disciplined, be productive, and you will get the results. And don't be ignorant about your surroundings. There are hidden enemies who are working behind the scenes. Don't get into any kind of gossips during this time. Avoid. And also there is a big project coming through, and you will definitely get that that promotion that you're waiting for, but you have to complete it. And I'll give you the windows which are good for you. And be careful about your defamation. The people can defame you. Maybe they can frame you in something that you didn't even do. So be alert. That is why I said there are hidden conspiracies or hidden enemies who are working, far better than you. So you have to be more careful also. The whole phase cannot be the same. So I've divided into 4 parts. So first part is Leo, then Virgo. That's your 11, 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses when Saturn will be transiting through the Navamsa padas. Now, just go back and see what happened between 18th October to 3rd of October. 18th August to 3rd of October. No, first window is 28th April to 7th June, and 18th August to 3rd of October. Now, this window must have maybe, given you a lot of work to do and lots on plate. You must have got detached from your circle, your community, your family, your friends. You must have felt, what am I doing? Am I really going to be here throughout my life? You felt that because you were cut off from the whole world. Then you realized gradually and you started to pick up. And from 3rd October onwards, you felt little better. You felt little better in these areas. You started to converse with your own people, with a partner. Maybe you found a partner for yourself, and people started to help you. So just go back and see what will happen. Now, 20th January till 22nd of February, this transit is happening again, the similar kind of transit, but there's a difference. Now you will get that support from others that you were not getting. So this is a practical and a very positive approach that you're going to get into. So you will be able to overcome challenges. Okay, this is how I'm going to be working. Even if you're working with people, your friends, your community, but things have changed. Your perception has changed now. So now you're going to be putting a lot of effort to what gives you or helps you overcome the challenges. Now you have understood, but final result will be only after October. So have patience, things will definitely get better. And priority based plan. What is priority for you? Finance, financial stability, family stability, relationship, all that you have to see. It is crucial to accommodate others' views for harmony in friendship. Avoid complaints, and rather doing that, say thank you to everyone. Then Virgo Navamsa, this Saturn will be from 22nd February till 21st March. Just go back and check from 7th June to 18th August what happened. Again, isolation zone for sure. 12th house. 12th house is actually, of spirituality, isolation, expenditure, foreign land, pet pleasures. Why? Because this is where it's the last house. So it is like, it has shown you everything now. Now you know where you stand. So last year, you must have been struggling with yourself. Okay, maybe you were traveling, you had troubles in the foreign land, you were starting something new, you could not. There were people you were, who were going against you. You wanted to go for a spiritual pursuit, you could not follow that. You wanted to get into the meditative zone, you could not do that because there was a lot of pressure. So now this year, things are going to get better for you. You will feel that you're inclined to spirituality. You have found that peace now. And you will start helping others because you have realized since the last year, you have realized, no, this is not going to work, that I'm focused only on myself. Now you will know, yes, this is the time that I have to do for others. And you will find that peace. You will find peace in that. Then it's the first house. This Saturn will be in the first house, Navamsa, from 21st March to the 17th April. It's like finding yourself again. It's your self-identity. Workload is going to increase. Everything is going to increase, but you will find what you're looking for. Maybe for example, you were looking for a visa. You applied for a visa application and it did not get through last year. This year it will. You are more positive now. So when your approach is positive, when your aura is positive, you definitely will attract and manifest positivity. So this is the time when your things, whatever you could not get last year, you will start getting all those things. Okay, so see to it. What is it that you're looking for? Is it material growth? Is it peace? Is it internal is it the internal growth which is you're looking at? So it will definitely be better if you work on your self-identity, your inner you, and you enhance yourself from within so that the aura becomes very, very powerful and strong. So that people, when they see you, they say, wow, we have to give this person the job, like that. Okay. And enhance your skills, learn your language, the language that you're learning right now. Whatever language, even if it's a computer language that you're learning, learn it well, and you will see that there is success coming your way. Then in the second house Navamsa, that is Scorpio Navamsa from 17th April to the 17th May. Now, this is the time when you will have to focus more on your family. You have to strike a balance, food, family, finance, your diet. Uh, Maintain good relationship with your friends, maintain good relationship with your family members. There can be that expenditures are going to increase, or maybe savings are depleting, but now you have that window where you have to work through these also. You will get that opportunity also. Strategize everything, you have to plan. Maybe there are some opportunities that you will get, to reconcile with your partner or maintain good relationship with others, and they will help you out, how you can start your business or how you can make more money out of money. And also that insecure feeling that you're getting, no, you will be able to overcome during this time. But there are sub periods also, sublords. So when we talk about Navamsa, there are 4 Navamsas, but sublords are 9. So the whole phase cannot be the same. So that is why when we talk about good phases, you have to make a note of these dates that you can make if you have to travel, etc., or you want to propose a person. 10th February to 26th February is a good window. And also 5th March to 24th March, I'm telling you, is a good window for proposing a person, self-identity growth, and also learning a skill. But at the same time, this is a transformative phase. Just make sure that you're learning what you want to, and it's a good time for research also. Avoid 26th February to the 5th of March for making any important decisions. Not a very positive time period for investments also. Okay. Otherwise, it's a good time period if you want to make any decisions regards to your, your travels, your investments, purchase of property, etc. So this is a very good transit for you guys, okay, because it's a 6th house transit any which way. So for Scorpio, this transit is in your 5th house, which is happening from the last year. So this is definitely a very pressurizing transit. I would say it is a pressurizing transit any which ways, but it is the ruler of Saturn, is the ruler of your 3rd and the 4th also. So you need to make certain changes in your personality, in your outlook, and in your professional front also, if you really want that success. Your efforts at the workplace need to be figured out, or I would say they have to be recalibrated. You cannot just expect different results performing the same way. You need to think out of the box. You need to grow. You need to do certain things which can give you achievement. Don't get happy with small achievements. Saturn is not going to give you that kind of Saturn doesn't say that get satisfied and sit. No, that's laziness. So you need to put effort. You need to put extra. You have to push yourself a little more to the edge so that you get the results and you enjoy bigger achievements and success also. You may feel stressed during this transit, but working on loopholes will help you overcome mental stress also. You need to give some space to your partner in love, as too many restrictions could cause a break. It is just hanging on that, we say, no, just a thin wire. So you need to work on that. Be more caring and loving towards your partner. You need to make that, that relationship secured. You have to give that a space, and you have to make the partner feel secured also in relationship. As regards to children also, there will be times that they need your support, and you're just not giving them that kind of support they require. Maybe you get really strict with your kids and they don't like it, so you need to be more flexible. If you want to give them that kind of you're expecting them to respect you or give you that kind of love and affection, but you're not giving them back that kind of support, so you will not get that also, no. So here the whole transit of Saturn and Uttara Bhadrapada cannot be the same. So I divided into 4 parts first. That is 4 Navamshas. So it is going to be in your 10th, 11th, 12th, and 1st Navamsha. And in the 10th Navamsha, it is going to be from the 20th January till 22nd February. Now, I would like to know from you guys what all happened between 28th April to 7th June and 18th August to 3rd of October. How was this phase? Was it was it good for your work? If not, there were some loopholes because you were not examining your situation well. There were certain things that you needed to do, you did not. So you have to now, the reward you were expecting, but you did not put that kind of effort. So now you have to also see how you can improve yourself on the professional front. You will get more responsibilities, but the approach is different now. Oh yes, I did not do it well because I was not mature and sensible enough in that situation. Now you are clear in your head. Now you're going to climb that ladder of success. So this is a revisiting time. When you revisit a place, definitely you are more qualified, you are more sensible, you have seen that area. You're traveling to your workplace every day. You can even sleep and drive, isn't it? It's like that because it's engraved in your head. So now you're revisiting the same area again. So you're qualified, no? You're good to go. So this is a very positive time to build your foundation in the career front, on the career front. So that is going to be from 20th Jan to 22nd Feb. Then in the Virgo Navamsa from the 22nd February till 21st of March. So for 1 month, it is going to be in your 11th house. Now, just go back from 7th June to 18th August, what happened? Regards to your relationship with others, maybe with your bosses, seniors, or maybe your siblings, older siblings, your friends, you would have been either too nitpicky, too critical, or you were expecting a lot from them. You don't get along well when it is Saturn in the 11th house, remember, with others. You have very few friends, very limited friends. So what happened, last year, you had difference of opinion and you were trying to impose your decision on others. Now you have learned your lesson. You have actually burnt your fingers and now okay, I've done it. There were misunderstandings, there were differences of opinion, there were problems in finances. Now I am ready to take it head on. Now you know that there will be some, certain situations which you can handle in a very matured and a sensible manner. But the final results you will get only after October. But this is the time because you've done something in the past. How you can get the results immediately? Now you will put the effort and you will get the results in October onwards. So this window, I'm telling you to reconcile with your people. Try to harmonize the relationship, friendships, maintain healthy relationship with others. This will give you that kind of opportunity also. Don't say that, oh, this person, then again, that there will be ego clash again. So you need to be more flexible. Okay, fine. If this person is not ready to make it up with me, it's okay. I give you some time. I did my bit. My karma is done. So just try to mend your ways during this time. It's a crucial time period. It's very crucial for you in a way, like it's difficult sometimes. Ego clashes do come in between. So it's okay. Just overlook all that and just go and work through your relationships. Also, in Libra Navamsa, it's going to be from 21st March to the 17th April. Now, it is the 12th house. So you need to plug those expenditures. You're very determined and you want to do things. I want to grow spiritually now. You will connect with nature. It's good if you take nature's walk and, you just focus on your inner growth also during this time. You will get that clarity also which path you want to take. But just be careful about the hidden conspiracy which is going to be cooking up behind the scenes with the 12th house, maybe in relationship, maybe with your business partner. It could be a separation that you're heading to, and there are people, external forces who are just trying to brew that. So helping the partner brew that. So that is something you need to figure out in your personal cases. But yes, there is some conspiracy, maybe at work, maybe in relationship, or maybe in your finances. Somebody is trying to cheat you or something. So you need to be working on that. But this is a very good time for isolation, meditation. This is the time to connect with nature, do your remedies, connect with an old age home, donate a wheelchair to the handicap, and also try to mend your ways and your own inner self grow. This is the time for growth. If you are having that fear and that kind of negative energy in you, how will you give that, emit the positive energies to others? So that is something you need to work on. Lastly, Saturn will be in your first house, Navamsa, from 17th April to the 17th of May. First house is about your identity. This is like you are looking for yourself and you find yourself, that kind of an transit. This is going to give you overall success. You will be overconfident. You will be confident, not overconfident, but you'll be confident. That self-confidence that you were missing will be back. And also workload is going to increase. There will be periods where you will feel that, there is a lot of weakness in you that you give into. So that you have to work on. What is it that uplifts you? Not that the situation, people, atmosphere. What is it that uplifts your mood, uplifts you as a person? Be with those, be in that atmosphere more, be in that surrounding more, okay, during this time period. And also your negative thoughts should turn into positive during this time. Put that kind of effort. And also introspection time. You will get a lot of time for clarity, for strategizing your plans, for work, for productivity, self-confidence. All that is going to be the key theme with this Navamsa. Now, coming to the sublord theory. Now, when we talk about the sublord, Saturn is going to be in 4 Navamsa, but 9 sub periods. Okay, sublords are based on Vimshottari Dasha, as I said in the beginning part. So when it is in its own pada, that is it's in its own sublord. Saturn is in Saturn sublord from 20th Jan to 10th Feb. So this is the time you need to take care of your mental health. Do not get into the zone of isolation during this time. It's a good time for relocation. It's a good time for writing a book. It is a good time to connect with your siblings, reconcile with them. Or maybe, you're going to be making some very important and very strong decisions. So it's a good window. As regards to travels, you can travel during 5th March to 24th March if you have to. And between, say, 13th April to 1st of May, this is the time when you have to be careful about your mental health. Maybe there can be some clashes that you can have with your family members, with your mother, or maybe, you're expecting a lot from others and you don't get it. So you can be a little uncomfortable during this time. And maybe, you're relocating during this time. So this is an unsettling kind of an energy. The best window would be 1st May to 17th May. In case you have to file a lawsuit or anything to do with your, anything to do with your health issues. So this is going to give you that. It is favorable for you. It will be in your favor. So you can start any kind of treatment if you were going through a lot of health issues till now. So this is going to give you that kind of relief also. So for Sagittarius native, Saturn is going to be in your 4th house, and 4th house means it is Kantakashani. So it is not considered to be that good regards to your, it brings unsettled energy when Saturn is in the 4th house, remember. So it is going to be double the Saturn's impact now because it is in its own nakshatra. So Saturn is the ruler of your 2nd and the 3rd house, also straightforward if we see. So it is going to give the result of the 2nd and the 3rd house. So related to your finance, related to your siblings, related to your relationship with others, your family, your diet, etc. You're already working on it. Now you'll be pressurized to do it even more with Saturn in its own nakshatra. You are supposed to work on these areas even more. Your communication skills, your PR, visa, relocation, selling of property, all these themes will any which ways play out. But when we divide this whole phase into 4 parts, things will change. So we are going to be dividing it into 4 Navamshas of 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses of Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So Saturn is going to be transiting Leo Navamsha from 20th January to 22nd February. Now we need to take a pause here. We need to know when Saturn was last year, 28th April to 7th June in this Navamsha, and 18th August to 3rd October, what happened? How was it? What was the theme during that time when Saturn transited through this Navamsha, the 9th house? See, 9th house is about your higher learning. It's about travels. It's about your father. It's about your job loss also because it's 12th from the 10th. It is about how you upgrade yourself. Okay. It is your luck enhancement. It's a sign of, is a house of luck. So when Saturn transited here, which event triggered and gave you some restlessness and uneasiness? You have to check yourself. What is it that troubled you? What is it that gave you some kind of um, weaknesses, and what it did to your psyche, to your mental health? So you need to tell me. But when this time Saturn is transiting here, this will give you a lot of clarity to resolve those issues, what you went through last year. Now is the time you will definitely get the promotion, you will get the success that you're waiting for, or the transfer, but with lot of effort. If you have learned your lesson last year, if you have learned the lesson till now that this happened with me last year, and I am a much better person now, I've learned, I've upgraded myself. It is not just through the education or enhancement of your skills only. It is as a person, as in your mind, how you are growing, how you have improved. So this is something which will definitely be the phase which will give you that window now to understand yourself better. And you are in that improvement zone now. So this is a good window. You will have a positive approach to everything. You may travel to foreign shores. You will get more responsibilities. You might visit a pilgrimage also. Whenever Saturn is connecting with the ninth house, it said that there is a loss of a dear one, as it is Ketu is transiting your ninth house. So you need to take care of your loved ones. You need to spend more time with them. Okay. You never know what happens in future. Life is so unpredictable. So you must spend more time with your people and love them. Be grateful. Then Saturn will be transiting your 10th house of Mansha, that is from the 22nd February till the 21st of March. Now here you have to go back again and check what happened between 7th June to the 18th of August. What happened regards to your work, regards to your karma, how you did, how you quit your responsibilities. Did you run away from them? Did you do well? How was that phase? Or you were too much to yourself, or you were too self-critical, or you were criticizing others, or they were people who were, just not helping you, and you were feeling very uneasy during this time. What was it? Now things are going to be much better in those areas, in case you felt that things are not moving in that direction that you wanted to. So this is the time when you will have that approach where you will have good connection with your bosses and seniors. Though don't expect too much from them, they will not acknowledge at times. So you will again be in that zone of, or you will fall in that loop, or they are not giving me that that accolades, or they're not acknowledging my work or the ideas that I give, and they're using it. This will happen. But now you are much more sensible and matured, because Saturn gives you that maturity for sure, wherever it transits. So there will be a lot of workload, there will be a lot of pressure, but you will be very dedicated, and you will definitely be building a strong foundation of your career, and you have to put the effort towards that also now. And you will gain that after October onwards. You will see the difference, that things are moving in the right direction. Saturn will be in Libra Navamsa from 21st March till the 17th of April. That is your 11th house. Now, when Saturn is in your 11th house, Navamsa, this will be the time when you will be reconciling or getting connected with your old friends. Maybe you will meet someone who is, going to be sending good messages. Maybe you will get the proposal from the person you were dating, or you will say yes, or you will definitely be in that zone where you'll be very practical and matured and sensible in relationships. And older siblings will be supportive of you also. Mutual understanding will conquer differences of opinion and facilitate you towards a positive and a very good collaboration, also good communion. And the communities that you are mixing around with, you will definitely gel well now. Okay. So this is going to be good for financial stability. This is good for relationship stability. And it is a very positive window that you're entering into. And in case you were having any health issues also, you will be able to get better in that as well. Then lastly, Saturn will be in the Scorpio Navamsa. When Saturn is in the Scorpio Navamsa in your 12th house from 17th April to the 17th of May, so this is the time when, you will be in that isolation zone. You will shut yourself up. You don't want to mix with others. This is actually a very good time for working on yourself. Whenever it is, you're working on a presentation, suppose. So you are in that isolation zone. Even if you're with your family, you're doing everything, but still your mind is occupied in that presentation only. So that is what is the 12th house theme. So you are going to be working very hard. You will be maybe traveling, you're leaving your place and going to the overseas place. That is also going away from your own family and people, no? So this is also isolation. You will not get timely meals, you will not get good sleep. All those themes will also play out. But at the same time, you will definitely be able to overcome those unwanted and uncalled for insecurities and fears also. This is that kind of a transit because Saturn is there, no? So this is a good time. In case you are having anything to do with relationship, don't over expect. This is not going to give you that kind of satisfaction. So you're going to be mature, sensible, and this is definitely going to help you also. Expenditures might increase. So Saturn says, cut down on expenses. You want to buy an expensive phone, suppose. Saturn will say, don't. So Saturn will say, stop spending on unnecessary things, on the luxuries of life. Saturn, that is why, exalts in Libra sign to cut down the expenditures. Now, there are certain sublots that I'm going to be discussing, which are very important for you to make decisions and avoid certain, events. So if you have to go for any kind of surgical process or something, so you have to avoid 28th March to 6th April. If you want to go for investments, make money out of money, so 5th March to 24th March is a good window for investments, for relationship, for also winning the legal battles. This is a good time when you can maybe get the loan that you have asked for and you get that sanctioned. Good window. And to purchase property, etc., if you want to, so you can do it between 6th April to 13th of April. And not a good window is 13th April to 1st May for communication, for travels, etc. People will just misunderstand you. Whatever you will say will backfire. So avoid this window. Otherwise, it's a good transit. 26th Feb to 5th March also avoid. Okay. So for Capricorn, Saturn is in your 3rd house since the last year. And 3rd house theme is about travels, about communication. You feel a little pressed, in whatever you're doing. You are looking for validation all the time. People should acknowledge me. That ego battle is going on, actually. When you talk about Saturn, Saturn is opposite Sun. Sun is ego, Saturn is not. Sun is king, Saturn is the kingdom. So the masses. So when you become humble, when you humble down, you will see success comes to you automatically. So be more caring, be more giving, be more vocal about others, talk for others, be a representative. Okay, then the Saturn will give you a lot because your Lagnesh is also Saturn, no? So when Saturn is transiting this house and in Saturn's nakshatra, so you will gain more money and accolades and recognition if you do for others. Work behind the scenes. Don't be in the limelight. Don't be in the forefront. Even if you're writing a book, write related to other people, not yourself. Autobiography will fail. So if you talk about others, how others are facing the challenges and all that, your book will be a big hit, big success. Okay. So just an idea. I don't know how it works, but yeah, this will make you introverted. Saturn in the 3rd house will say, work inwards, work on yourself, be in isolation, talk less. Okay. And expect less. So this is what, if you want to go for any PR, visa, work, etc., you will get it approved, but it will be a delayed process. So take it easy. If you apply now, maybe, in October onwards, you will get till Feb next year is the period where, you can get it. So this is what is the Saturn in Saturn's nakshatra. Now, Saturn in Saturn's nakshatra is not going to be completely the same phase that I just mentioned. The themes are going to be divided into 4 parts. So when the theme will play out, I'm going to be sharing. So Saturn will be first in the Leo Navamsa, and then Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. So 8th house Navamsa is going to be very fully charged between 20th of January till 22nd of Feb. Now, here we are going to be taking a pause and going back and seeing what all happened between 28th April to 7th June and between 18th August to 3rd of October. What happened? You have to tell me. Was it a good phase or it was not? Was there a health issue or was it not? Was it bad for finances or was it bad for your career? How was that phase? Did you learn your lessons during that time? If you didn't, then this phase is also not going to be that great. So you need to see for yourself how it played out during this time period. That I just mentioned, the windows that I mentioned for the last year. These phases, these are those kinds of energies where you are supposed to learn your lessons. So if you have learned your lessons from your mistakes that you have made in past, so definitely this phase is going to be much better. And this will give you that opportunity also to reconcile with your people, the secrets that you have been, hiding certain things. So now you will definitely be able to bring them to the limelight. Saturn says bring them to the limelight. Okay. And you may make decisions also which are not easy for you also. Okay. So you may not see a good time in your relationship. Maybe you can face challenges in relationship and finances. So this is a little tough period. And if you have learned your lesson, definitely it is going to be the vice versa. Then from 22nd Feb to 21st March, it's going to be the Virgo Navamsa. That's your 9th house theme. You need to take care of your father's health during this time. But do go back and see 7 June to 18th August last year. How was that? Because we are revisiting, we have to see that is what is the forecast about. If you don't see what has happened in the past, how will you predict? So we all as astrologers also are actually doing what? We are reading the past, what has happened, and then we are bringing it and, just predicting on the basis of the past events. So what happened between 7 June to 18th August, in case you had some issues with your bosses, you were having problems in travels, or you could not learn more, you abandoned your studies. So now you can complete it. If you did not travel, now you can. If your father's health was not that great that time, it might worsen during this time. Sorry to say that. So these transits, all the transits have their plus and minus in any which ways you see. They will have both. It cannot be completely good or completely bad, which other astrologers boast that, oh, wow, this transit is for all 12 signs, excellent. I've seen that. The caption says, amazing time for all the 12 signs. How? They just run away from these doubts, I'm telling you, because none of the transits, I have not seen anyone on this planet smiling 24 hours. Impossible. If we cannot smile for 24 hours in a day, how can we smile for the whole transit of Saturn in Uttara Bhadrapada? How? So you must work on yourself. Don't be self-critical and just try to upgrade yourself. Okay. And if your father's health or anybody, maybe a grandfather or your guru, your mentor, your boss or your senior, anyone who's having some health issues, just pay attention to that. Don't ignore. Okay. It could be anyone, either or maybe none, depending on your personal lives. The intensity will be different. Then Saturn moves into your 10th house Navamsa of Libra from 21st March to the 17th April. 17th April, yes. So when it is 10th house Saturn, generally the workload increases during this time, but perks also follow. Maybe people will recognize you, your job, your delegates, the overseas clientele will increase and business will shoot up as well. People will start acknowledging you, but you need to have, a distant relationship with everyone. Don't just get carried away. Okay, yes, oh, this person is getting so friendlier with me. Let me also get friendlier with this person. No, there can be some conspiracy. You need to doubt now. This is what is the phase like. You cannot just trust everybody blindly. You need to take care of your relationship at the workplace. You will be working with in a team, maybe, so you need to see to it that you are getting your due, whatever, for the effort that you're putting in. Not that you put the effort and the other person takes the cake. No. So that is something you need to strategize. You need to plan everything really well, because your approach towards work will be like, yes, I need to do my bit very meticulously. So the seniors and bosses will definitely help you. They will guide you and you will climb the ladder. In case you have not been working hard, so I don't think so. The results would be the same. So depending on that, in case you're thinking of changing a job, this might be the window when you can get the job also. Okay. And maybe you will get the offer and you will join after October. Could be that also. Then lastly, from 17th April to 17th May, Saturn will be in your Scorpio Navamsa in your 11th house. Now, 11th house theme is that you do feel detached from your own people. Maybe, you get sensible, matured, and you say that, okay, I will be giving time to you guys, but I will be first focused on my work. I will be first finishing off my responsibilities, and then I'll be connecting with you guys. You will get the support from your people during this time, your neighbors, elders, your siblings, your friends, the community you move around in. And also your practical approach and patience will help you overcome the challenges, whatever you're facing till now. Your health challenges also, your financial challenges also, you will be definitely better off during this time. And there will be some mutual understanding also, in case you're having any kind of difference of opinions with others, you'll be able to figure that out and you'll be able to collaborate and you will be able to connect with the community better. Okay, because you're matured now. And also, in case you are having any kind of view clashes, now you'll be able to match up with that also. So this is going to be a very positive time period. Don't complain, just try to reconcile and be happy with the situation you're in during this time. Now there are sublords. 9 sublords this Saturn will be transiting through. 4 Navamsas and 9 sublords. Now there are windows that I'm giving you when you can, to be precise, avoid any kind of surgical process, investments, anything to do with taxes or insurance, etc., during 24th March to 28th March. 4 days, avoid. And then good time for joining a job, doing things that you want to, purchase of car or anything, property, any luxurious item you want to. Though Saturn says don't, but yeah, in case you want to, so you can do it between 5th March to 24th March. A very long, good window that I'm giving you for doing anything good and auspicious. And avoid 26th Feb to 5th of March and 13th April to 1st of May for making important decisions and your health checkups also. Avoid, because whenever these kinds of important decisions you have to make, maybe a surgical process or something, if you go for the health checks during this time, you will not get the diagnosis, proper diagnosis. So avoid these windows. Then other good window is 6th April to 13th April for purchasing of property and anything to do with your PR, visa, etc. So this will definitely be good for paperwork. For Aquarius, Saturn is transiting your 2nd house and now it is going to be in its own nakshatra also. So this is a very I would say mixed kind of transit, because Saturn rules your 12th house, 1st house also. Now you will be asked to save more money and cut down on expenditure. Saturn will pressurize you now. Okay. Maintain good relationship with your friends, with your family. Also, there can be that you have to be more strict on yourself with your diet, with your food, with your habits. You need to work on yourself now. Food, the 3 F's: food, family, finance. This is something, and speech, of course. So you need to be very cautious in all these areas. Take care of your dental issues if you are having any. So just go to the doctor. And also this is the time when you will be working behind the scenes more rather than being in the limelight. So this is a very positive way of, pressurizing you in case you are a spendthrift. So this will say, okay, contract, this is like a phase of, limit, you have to draw a line. You have to fix the boundary. So this is what Saturn says. And also, you don't have to detach yourself from the good things in life. Good things is good food, good people, and of course, the ones who are experts who can guide you in investments also. So connect with these people and you're good to go with this transit. Now, the whole transit cannot be the same. So I've divided into 4 parts. That is the 4 padas that Saturn is going to be transiting. And people have been imitating and saying and talking about these Navamshas now, rather than just talking about what they used to. One of my clients told me about it. So I'm just sharing because, they are now copying the whole thing. Copy is always copy, and they are talking about sublords in a very wrong way. Sublords and Navamshas cannot be the same. Anyhow, here, what is happening? Saturn says that whatever you speak the truth. When it is going to be in 4 Navamsha, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses are going to get triggered up. 7th house Navamsha, when Saturn transits through, that is Leo, just have to see how it was last year. Saturn transited through the Leo Navamsha between 28th April to 7th June and 18th of August till 3rd of October. Now you have to see for yourself what all happened during that time. Did you get married? Did you find a partner? Did you start a business? Did you travel? Did you do anything to do with your change of place, etc.? So that is something which the themes are going to play out now. But it could be that you are now experienced, you're matured, and you're sensible. You started your business, but you did not get the results that you were expecting. Now you will start actually, working towards that even more in a very calculative way. This is not going to be, that you just jump into it and you without thinking and planning. Now you are well exposed, you're experienced, and now you're going to be going in that positive direction. How you go into that positive direction? Once you are understanding the whole process completely. It's not that, half baked cake or barely baked cake that you're eating. No, now you know the taste of the cake. This is something that was missing. Now I have to add this ingredient and it'll be perfect. So this window from 20th of January to 22nd of February, you will be able to have a better relationship. You'll be having a good business. You will be putting more effort to grow that business that you are in. Now you're going to be traveling with purpose. Now you're going to be having that clarity also. The clashes of thoughts in relationship will get better. You will get better and you will come out of it also. You don't want clashes. You don't want to part ways now. This is something which will give you that kind of approach also. In case you're having any kind of issues in relationship, you will rejuvenate and have a sweet bonding with that person. Then moves into Virgo Navamsha, that's your 8th house Navamsha, 22nd February till the 21st of March. We pause here again because this is the second time Saturn is going to be in Virgo Navamsha. Last year, from 7 June to 18th August, this Saturn transited through your 8th house Navamsha. So here, you must have had some issues in your health. Or maybe you were too nitpicky at the workplace. You were assigned a task. You were saying, no, I don't want to do it. I've done a lot. Now, let me work on my investments. You were just jumping into it. Did you do that or didn't you? That is something the themes are going to play out now again. But now you are more sensible. Now you want to be in good books of others. You want to plan your investments well. You want to work on your health, on your diet. You may need to take decisions which are not going to be that easy, but you're matured. You're sensible. You know what you want as compared to what it was last year. So it could be anything. You have to read between lines because I can't be specific. There could be an event which changed you, which tried to change you, but you did not change. So now you're stepping into that zone again. So it's like, you're experienced when it is revisiting time. So it is like you're experienced, you're hardworking, you learned your lesson, and now it's time for growth. If you want, you change your job in impulse, suppose you're repenting. Okay, lamenting over it. Oh, why did I do it? Why did I do it? But now is the time when you will say, good, I did that. It was a good decision. Thank you, God, I did it. It's that kind of a phase that you're entering into. Between 22nd Feb to 21st March, you must work harder. You must discipline yourself. You must work behind the scenes and upgrade yourself. And this is the time when your bosses and seniors will also acknowledge you, respect you, and they will definitely make your presence felt. So it's a good time that way. But you need to be really careful about your emotions again. Don't fall prey to that again. Then Saturn is going to be in Libra Navamsa, the third Navamsa, 21st March to the 17th April in your ninth house. So this is good for travels. This is the time when you will be better off in your skills. You will manage your skills better. You will, maybe, this will be the time when you will get a lot of responsibilities. And your luck will be by your side in whatever you do. Okay, so take the support and help and advice of the right kind of people, maybe your father-like figures, gurus, teachers, mentors, or maybe the divine himself. So just devote yourself and you will see. Don't think that I know it all. Don't say that. Don't even feel that. Say that I lack. It's an ever learning process for everyone. We learn each and every day something or the other, something new, something different. So this is the time when you should surrender and you should say, I want to learn more. That is why when we go on the pilgrimages, this is a house of pilgrimages, travels, you learn more, you see more, you connect with the divine. When I say go take a pilgrimage, it doesn't mean that you're going to just pass off your time and come back, just a vocation, as if you're going for a vacation. No, pilgrimage is a deeper churning period. So when you are visiting some place, you are going there to actually cleanse yourself, to know yourself better from within, and what all areas you need to actually get better. So you will get that clarity. That is why when Saturn is transiting here, you should take a pilgrimage. You should meet a sadhak who is a guru in your life, okay, who will guide you through. So this is a good transit for that reason. Then lastly, it is going to be in your Scorpio Navamsa from 17th April to 17th May for a good 1 month. So this is the last lag of this transit. So that means it is giving you an opportunity. Maybe your presence is felt at the workplace and your approach to giving time to your relationship, to your work, to your, that is going to change. You're going to be really, now working harder because you were taking things for granted till now. Now Saturn says, please be serious, work harder, so that I can reward you. He's waiting to reward you. You're a Saturn own sign. So now you will definitely be, or if you have been putting a lot of effort till now, this is the time to actually, take the fruits of it. Now you will be recognized. Now you will be gaining that strength, that power, because you have been brooding, because Saturn was transiting in your second house back and forth. It was just retrograde and then it turned direct. So you were feeling that my family issues, my health issues, you were, crying and crying and crying. And now you will see that things are towards the improving side, especially for the last lag, 17th April to 17th of May. You will see that upgradation suddenly. Responsibilities will improve, your role will enhance, and you will be climbing that ladder of success. Just see, did you do well? Did you really put that kind of effort? If you didn't, then definitely it is not going to help you now. But if you did, this is the time you will get the results towards better, and you will be paid. That that strong foundation is on its way. Then there are sublords, 9 sublords this Saturn will be transiting through, 4 Navamsas and 9 sublords. So when we talk about 9 sublords, the best would be if you have to make any decisions regards to your journeys, regards to your purchase of property, vehicle, any kind of luxurious items, or anything related to your investments or marriage or relationship reconciliation, anything which is positive. So the best window is 5th to the 24th March. Use it well. Yogakara Grahas sublord your Saturn is going to be in. So it's a very positive window. And in case you want to upgrade yourself, you want to learn the lesson of your life, this is also that kind of a window. Avoid 26th Feb to 5th March and 13th April to 1st of May. This is the time you need to be careful about your health, about your relationship. Do not go in for heavy investments during this time, and avoid traveling also. And surgical process, specifically, I'm saying also 6th April to 13th April, if you can avoid, all the more better. If you can't, then of course, I'm always there for Muhurta reading, so you can book a reading with me. I'm good at it. I know. So you can always reach out. And then we have one more window which is good for you is 1st May to 17th May. In case you want to learn more, enhance your finances, meet the right kind of people, collaborate or something. So that this is a good window. Okay. For Pisces, it's your first house transit. The Saturn has been transiting. So people call it Sadesati peak. I say until and unless you have a very important planet there, and that's the Dasha Lord, then only it is going to be Sadesati. Even if it is, Sadesati is not to be seen like that, actually. Sadesati is when there is a connection of Saturn with the Dasha Lord. Only then it's Sadesati. Even if it is Jupiter, Venus, Sun, I take all the planets and I say that is the Sadesati because of that planet. Because Moon is mind. That is why, and Moon's the swiftest. That is why we say that it is. Again, I started to lecture. So anyhow, so when Saturn is in your first house, so this is the time when this is an identity shift. You keep putting in honest efforts and success is delayed. You should actually trust on your intuition when Saturn is in your first house. Remember, you definitely become very isolated, matured, and sensible because you go through a lot of hardships. And when Saturn is in its own nakshatra, it is going to be even more. It is like, that iron, you've seen that iron is that rod. It is so hard, but it is, when heated, it can bend easily. So you remember that whenever there is a problem phase that you're going through, it is going to give you a beautiful flexibility and beautiful phase ahead. So this is the time when you will be pressurized more. You'll be having some self-examination, self-doubt time, and those periods where you will try to give up also. That kind of a phase. But at the same time, you will realize your strengths and your weaknesses also. And it's good if you remain in your strengths more and less on the weaknesses side. So you can learn more skills, you can enhance and upgrade yourself. And this whole phase cannot be divided into the same way. So that is why I've divided it into, the whole phase cannot be the same. So we have to divide it into 4 parts and Navamsas when the nakshatra transit is happening. So it is going to be transiting your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th houses, nakshatras, Navamsas. So first, 6th house, Leo Navamsha, it is going to be transiting from the 20th January till the 22nd of February. How is it going to play out? Depends on how it was in the last year transit. 28th April to 7th June and 18th August to the 3rd of October. How was that phase for you? Did you learn something regards to your relationship, regards to your health? Did you do something about it? How was that phase? You have to go back and see yourself. 6th house themes must have played out at that time. Did you save money? Were you patient? Did you learn to be disciplined? Did you learn to acquire more knowledge, or you were still ignorant? So that is something which will be the key theme now. Between this time period of 1 month, 20th Jan to 22nd Feb, this will be the time when you will learn your lessons if you haven't till now. And if you did, this is going to be a time when you will be able to reap the results. So it is positive for you. 6th house Navamsha is definitely positive. In case you had some experience, some false allegations at that time, now you'll be able to just, wash away and you'll be good to go. You're good to go. You're going to actually rise and shine like a phoenix now. So this is like, you're going to be having that, that approach, how to be with people, yet, not get carried away. if there is a conspiracy, suppose, so you know now that, okay, I need to be careful. I've burnt my fingers, now I'm going to be very careful. Okay. So that kind of a phase. But you see yourself, how was it? Was your health okay at that time? If it was not, now it will be getting better. Then Saturn will be in the Navamsa of Virgo. That is happening from 22nd February till the 21st of March. Okay. Now you have to go back again. Last year, it transited through Virgo Navamsa from the 7th June till the 18th of August. Now, that is when you must have had some issues. You were nitpicky in your relationship, self-critical, traveling must have been really heavy, business was not flourishing. Something must have triggered at that time, which you will be actually making better this time. This is the time period when you will be having a very calculative approach towards relationship, profession, the business relationship, also the results that you were expecting on the smaller projects also, now you will get that. Now, this is the time when you should maintain harmony with your partner, or if you want to propose someone, you can do it. You will be you won't be solo in case you are solo till now. So this is going to be a good window for you, and you can reconcile, you can rejuvenate a sweet bonding with your partner. And also this is a good time for travels as well. In case you have to go in for a relationship which maybe a divorcee, you want to get married to, you can get married to that person also. Then it is going to be in Libra of Navamsa from 21st March to the 17th April. So this is the 8th house of Navamsa. So 8th house is a transformative energy. You will feel in relationship, there's a lot of churning going on, or maybe, you have to put little extra effort. You have to put that effort here now. So this will definitely be giving you that clarity also about relationship. Not just your partner, spousal relationship, with others also, with your bosses, seniors, co-workers. This is like a churning going on, and it's a good time for research work. It's a good time for working really hard and gaining the results. It's like the 8th house is like finishing everything. It's the house of death. So it means that you need to really work towards finishing off the task that you have been assigned, so that you can start afresh. That is why it is the next cycle which begins. This is the, 1 second, I have to show you something. Oh, it's not sharing. Okay, so this is the invisible half and this is the visible half that I was talking about. So when we talk about the invisible and the visible halves, it is very essential to see which area you are going to be activating. What you are going to be activating. Is it good things or is it not so good things that you're activating? So when it is going to be in Libra Navamsa, you can activate a new relationship, you can attract good partner, you can attract a good job, and you can be really successful. So this is the time you can be completing all those, and good for taxes, inheritance, relationship, all these, or health issues. You will be definitely in a better zone. Then 17th April to 17th of May, Saturn is going to be in your 9th house Navamsa. 9th house Navamsa is going to be a little tough for you. Why? Because it is going to be, because it's Scorpio in the 9th house, so it can give you a lot of churning again. You can have some issues with your seniors, bosses, or your father-like figures. It can delay your promotion. You lose your job and then you are looking for one. So this can be a little uneasy phase. But yeah, you can be, if you are already in a job and you don't lose a job, you need to prove yourself every time. So you need to put extra effort there. So it's good that you are, depending on the divine also, and on the faith-based, and also you are working on your skills also, upgrade yourself. You can't stagnize yourself. Don't be stagnant. Just try to have a positive approach and you will be successful. And also, I must tell you that when these transits are happening, there are only 4 Navamsas, but the other division is the sublords. There are 9 sublords of Saturn. So there are good sublords, there are not so good sublords. So I'm going to be giving you some dates where you can make certain decisions, important decisions regards to your travels, relationship, health, and also investments. So Saturn will be from 20th January to 10th of February. So good for relationship, but not good for travels. 10th Feb to 26th February is a good time period if you want to start a relationship, if you want to buy something, you want to start education plan, or you want to reconcile in your court cases or something settling outside the court, so you can do it. Avoid 26th February to 5th of March, 13th April to 1st of May. These two windows, don't travel. I'm not saying that don't travel at all, but it's just that you have to keep your passport, etc., and paperwork, etc., intact. And if you have to make any decisions regards to your relationship, investments, etc., plan everything well, meticulously. Saturn Venus would be from 5th March to the 24th March, very good window. But at the same time, this window is not good for health. So take good care of your health, but it's good for communication, buying, purchasing of anything, luxurious items, etc., and also being vocal about your wants. So this is a good window. Also avoid Saturn moon, okay, Saturn sun, 24th March to 28th March, 4 days. This is the time you have to take care of your health again. 1st May to 17th May, very good window for your self-identity, self-discovery, and also name and fame. So you will get that job if you're waiting for, and this is a good period for you guys to approve yourself. Yes, I'm good for something. This is what is the reading for all signs, and I hope you all will follow the advice, and let's see how it goes. I wish all of you good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Vanita ji. It's always wonderful, really profound and deep. It's amazing
Yeah.
reading, Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. And thanks for your patience, to hear out such a long
No, no, of course.
reading.
And I
Yeah.
get to learn a lot too myself. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye. Bye.